Well, here I am on the banks of the Mississippi River. I'm back visiting my mom for a few days and just kind of hanging out. And one of the things that I've realized since I've gotten here is I have officially become a food snob after the Daniel fast. I mean, some of the things my mom cooked and has cooked for me that I've eaten over the years and have completely enjoyed and loved and would have counted them as my favorite foods. Now I look at it and I realize what actually goes in them, and I realize I've read some of the labels of some of the ingredients that she's been using, and I really probably don't want to eat them again. So I've had a little bit of a hard time sticking with the Daniel fast diet. I went to one of my favorite restaurants today. It was a restaurant that I actually grew up going to and I worked at to get me through college and to pay for my school, and it was all I could do to eat some of the food. It was all fried fish, and I felt kind of like this the whole time. You ever feel like that when you eat something? I mean, even just looking at it, you just feel the grease kind of oozing from the pores of your face, and you just can feel the pounds pack on. But anyway, I know it's easy for us to get away from some of the eating habits, and we do need to splurge maybe a little bit and to enjoy the food that God has blessed us with. But also, it's easy for us to drift away spiritually from the purpose of the fast. You know, the reason we fasted, as you know, is to pray for three things: to pray for me, what God wants to do in me; to pray for someone else, the personal ministry God wants me to offer to someone else; and to pray for our church and what God wants to do in the middle of our church. And we've seen the last 2 weeks of the Come Home series literally dozens of decisions. We've seen many commit to follow Christ for the first time. We've seen those who come in and they've gotten stale and cold spiritually, and so they've recommitted their life to really center and orient their life around Jesus. We've had many commit to be baptized, and we're continuing to point to October the 4th as a baptism. So I just want to encourage you to not grow cold spiritually, to remember why we fasted, because many of these decisions are a direct result of your prayer, of your contribution through your resources, through your time, your volunteering, everything that you bring to the table. And literally, we're hearing some great stories of life change, and we think this is just the tip of the iceberg of what God's going to begin to do as we lead people to pursue life in Jesus as their greatest passion. So thanks for your effort. Continue to pray. I look forward to seeing you this Sunday, but also on October the 4th as we celebrate what God is doing. Thank you so much, and we'll see you soon.